What is going on, everybody? Great27B here, back with another Modern Warfare 2 video on the channel that I haven't done in quite a while. Tonight, guys, we are going to be going over the contents for Modern Warfare 2, the overall roadmap, what definitely needs to change, and my overall mixed opinions on this, and also some explanation of where I've been. I'm sorry, I keep taking these breaks from YouTube, guys. I'm sorry. It's just I'm so busy with school, my personal life, the movie Awakening. Like, I just got so much stuff on my mind, but I'm really excited for you guys to see the movie that is eventually coming up on the channel. The final trailer for it is coming out very soon, so stay aware of that. And anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get into season 2 of Modern Warfare 2 and how this content is going to shape up the game and if it's worth the wait. So let's get straight into it. So on a first natural glance at the roadmap, you guys will probably assume that it's just a normal season like it has been for the past few Call of Duties. But not a lot is going to change this season. Here's why. We're going to go over the Warzone 2 section and then eventually move on to the Modern Warfare 2 section, and I'll explain my reason for that. So right at the start of the Warzone 2 section, we have something amazing, and that is the new addition of a new Warzone map called Ashika Island, aka the new Resurgence map, which is extremely exciting to know that we're getting a new Resurgence map for Modern Warfare 2, because Al Mazrah is starting to get a little dry. And we also have a new event coming called Path of the Ronin Challenges. Since Ronin is the highlight operator this season, they are kind of having a new event centered around his personal character. Just get a normal challenge done, a few challenges, get some emblems, stickers, possibly a new weapon blueprint for his swords, something like that. That's just how the events usually go inside of Call of Duty. And everything else it shows for Warzone 2 inside of this roadmap is pretty much self-explanatory at this point. Just more POIs for the new Warzone map, and then obviously Resurgence mode. I will make a separate video based off of Ashika Island on its own, so we can get to know it a little more before it actually comes out in a few days. So if you guys actually want to see that, drop a comment down below and like. Now, besides new vehicles and stuff like that inside of Warzone, we also have DMZ updates coming. And we have also Ashika Island becoming a DMZ map, which is actually very interesting. Because a lot of people, I've saw it on Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, and everything, they are all saying that even though DMZ is free, you have to own Modern Warfare 2 to play DMZ on Ashika Island, which is causing much controversies right now. And I don't understand why Activision made that choice. Very, very odd. But we have a new boss joining us inside of DMZ, which is amazing, because I'm being sarcastic, by the way, but we might have to kill him to get another weapon. Hopefully not, because in Season 1 we had to kill the chemist to get the M13. That was literal hell, so please don't make us do that again. And I think that the new boss is called the Bomb Maker, so I don't know what to expect from that. I'm guessing he just sits in a building and throws bombs at you? I don't know. But there's new missions, obviously, and cases like that, and just more bounties to do inside of the overall map for DMZ. Alright, moving on to the rough stuff, which is the involvement of Modern Warfare 2's content update during Season 2. This is where a lot of people are starting to get very, very upset. Now, of course, we have ranked play coming in, which is finally happening by Season 2. That's just very odd for it to happen now. Should have been in the game at the start, if I'm being honest. Would have made the game a lot more competitive and probably increased the player base a lot more. We have a new raid episode coming in pretty soon, but that's going to be around Season 2 Reloaded. So, and personally, I loved Episode 1. I'm sure Episode 2 will not disappoint me either. Now, the big, big bad part right here is the multiplayer maps, guys. Oh boy, so if you guys haven't noticed, we had 9 maps in the game when it launched. And we got 2 more for Season 1, which were Shoot House and Shipment. And by the time that this season is over, we're going to have 13 maps. Because we're getting Dome and Museum. And this is why a lot of people are getting mad. If you haven't guessed it already, Dome is another remake, just like Shipmake and Shoot House. Those were literally only 2 maps for Season 1, and they're both remakes. Dome is a new map for Season 2, and that's a remake from Modern Warfare 3. And you're probably saying, "Whoa, Gray, what about Museum? That's not a remake." If you guys didn't know, Museum is not a new map. It was literally in the Modern Warfare 2 beta. And I made a video about a few months ago when Modern Warfare 2 first released, stating the issue that the museum map was not actually in the game at launch, and if it's ever going to come back, because they had some licensing issues or something like that that caused the map to be illegal inside of the game, which no one could figure out why, because it was literally in the beta. And if it was in the beta, then it obviously had the green light to be in the game, right? Well, that's what I thought too, and apparently not. They couldn't add the map that they had in a beta of the game until Season 2, which is about 5 months after the game's release. And on top of that, every other new map we've gotten are all remakes. Does this, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you guys gotta admit with me, something very, very weird is going on. Alright? And you guys may be thinking, well, great, it's probably just because they're making a new Warzone map, right? That obviously took a lot of their time. That's no excuse. You wanna know why? Because during Cold War's life cycle, they did the same thing. They had a new Warzone map planned. It was called the Ural Mountains, and it was actually finished, but it got denied and was just turned into Fireteam Dirty Bomb. So they just made an 80s version of Verdansk, which was still pretty good in my opinion. And they also made Rebirth Island. That's 2 Warzone maps. Plus, Cold War had so many good multiplayer maps added. I'd say they probably had 4 multiplayer maps added every single season. And they were all perfect. Yeah, you had the occasional 1 or 2 remakes, right? But you also had 2 or 3 good new original maps. You know, like Mount Yamantau or Diesel. I'm sorry, I can't think of them off the top of my head right now because that's not what I'm focusing on. But the same thing happened with Vanguard, right? That game released with 20 multiplayer maps. 20! Alright? Modern Warfare 2 released with 9. And by the time Vanguard's life cycle was over, granted, the game wasn't too perfect and popular inside of the Call of Duty community. I didn't think it was a bad game, it was just very boring. But the maps were amazing. But by the time that game's life cycle was over, it had to at least push above 35 maps, alright? And they made Caldera and Fortune's Keep. 2 Warzone maps as well. Modern Warfare 2 has created 2 Warzone maps right now, but no new multiplayer maps. What the hell is going on? Like, what? This game was supposedly, before all of the leaks were going around, that we weren't getting a Call of Duty this year, which is actually changing now. I also have to make a video on that, because supposedly we're getting Modern Warfare 3 or something this year. This Modern Warfare 2 was supposedly supposed to get 12 seasons of content. 2 years. 2 full years. 2 years of content, and you can't figure out how to put 1 new map into the game? That really seems... It's alarming, guys. I don't know how to explain it, right? Like, you guys gotta admit that it just seems really alarming for this to happen. No new multiplayer maps. And it seems like they're all just focusing on DMZ and Warzone, which is not what we want, because Warzone 2 is not performing well. You know, I'm being honest, guys. The player base for Modern Warfare 2 has decreased majorly since the release of Modern Warfare 2. Very, very, very bad. Alright? Now, you guys can go ahead and disagree with me if you want, but I'm just stating facts. Modern Warfare 2, if it keeps going on this trend where we don't get any new multiplayer maps and it's just remakes, man, guys, I don't know if this game's gonna last even 5 seasons like Vanguard did. And yes, this game was amazing when it came out. It was so fun because we were expecting the game to grow, not to half-ass itself with each update. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but I'm really trying to comprehend what the hell is going on behind the studios. Now moving on to probably the most decent part of today is they are adding some new modes to Modern Warfare 2, which we have all loved throughout our childhood if you have played Call of Duty, and that is party modes, including gun game, infected, one in the chamber, grind, etc. If you guys are really hyped for that like I am, then you have something to look forward to for Season 2. Alright, moving on to the final section of the roadmap and to complete our video today, we are going to be talking about the new weapons, new operator, and pretty much just everything else that's on here. So yes, the weapons that we have actually look pretty interesting. We have 2 new assault rifles, one of them coming later in the season. We have the 2 swords coming back from Modern Warfare 2019, which I am going to have so much fun grinding the camos with. We have a new shotgun, and we have the crossbow returning. Let's just give a round of applause to Activision for actually bringing that back. I mean, come on. Now, throughout probably even since Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2019, right, which is pretty much when these seasonal updates were implemented into the Call of Duty franchise, we have always had a fair amount of operators that released each season. It started with 2 in Season 1 of Modern Warfare 2019, and then it started to get up to 3, and then 4 around Cold War's life cycle, and then back to around to 3 in Modern Warfare 2019, which is still fine. But what the hell is going on in Season 2? 1 operator, and that's Ronin, who has nothing to do with the story, from what we know, and was already in Modern Warfare 2019 during Season 3. He is not a major character at all, and I don't know what the hell they're doing about that. It's a little odd, but I guess we just got what we got. I mean, if you're kind of like me and you just like to collect all the operators just for the hell of it, then you don't have to spend COD points, as much COD points as you do, like as if this was Cold War or something. You know, you just got to buy the battle pass, you'll get Ronin. It's just a little odd. I mean, it seems a little alarming that one of their main priorities is selling bundles through operators and operator skins, weapon skins. But we only have 1 operator. So unless they're trying to surprise us with something, I don't know. I personally think they should add Ghost, Price, Soap, and Farah like all in the game eventually, instead of restricting it to 1 exclusive DLC package, which is very, very stupid. I don't know why they did that, because they know we love these characters. That's why they made that DLC pack, and that's why they made those characters exclusive to that, because they know we'll buy it. But come on, man, it's Task Force 141. I mean, hell, even Season 1 had Gaz, because for some reason Gaz was left out of that DLC bundle. And yeah, I love the bundle that they had with Gaz. And you could even get him for free as well if you really wanted to, which I did. I got him for free through the episode 1 of Raid, and I also bought the bundle, so I got an extra skin on top of that. And I'm just rocking Gaz all the time with the ghillie suit, man. I don't know, like it's just cool, right? But like, what the hell? Why are you doing this to Ghost, Price, Soap, and Farah? Like, what the hell? Let us play as them. They're Task Force 141. And then yeah, we just have normal skins for every other operator, but nothing too special, just more bundles if you really care. Well guys, thank you guys so much for watching tonight's video. I know I haven't posted in a while. I'm going to start posting Modern Warfare 2 videos more often now, since I actually have the desire to go back to the game and just make content for you guys. I'm also going to try to make some Switch content, like such a Mario, Zelda, stuff like that. If you guys really want to see that, actually let me know, and what other games you want me to play on here. I'm also trying to make a Dead Space remake series. Also let me know if you want to see that. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching the video, taking your time to come and watch this. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
I take that. What you gonna do with all that? Tell your homeboy to fall back. Tell your girlfriend to fall back. Come on and just bounce. I'll take that. What you gonna do with all that? Tell your homeboy to fall